Alright, welcome back. We're gonna do the male version of the Gacha review that I almost forgot to do, and we're going to use my low-level Su or Soul. I don't know why they named him that, but my brain just says Soul, so I say Soul. So we're gonna do Avatar preview. This is my Ranger set. When I cloned it, I was hoping it would be plain, but I guess I cloned the whole dye set on him. So I guess eventually I'll dye him a different color because I want him to be a different color, so that he's his own uniqueness. So let's get to the Gacha review. This set, honestly, I said this to my admin, and I also said to another friends, this fits this character style. It's like a cyberpunk, but if you do like, let's see, motions. This fits him perfectly because it is a samurai type of style, and that right here, so cool. Look at the sleek design of this thing. Very nice. Really cool. Honestly, I wouldn't dye it, but I know it looks sick in other colors. Darker colors, that is, because it is a dark kind of dark navy set. It's really cool. Do a little bit of a pose. See, this fits perfectly for his character. He's a samurai type of class, so it makes sense. Wouldn't make sense from a aesthetic point if you place it on another character. I mean, Herc would definitely the same thing if it was like a gang of them. I did this before, so we're gonna do little experiment with darker theme. Let's see, a darker red. Let's dye it. We'll dye this again. Let's see. I've realized that they added like a couple more. Or I guess they're adding more outfits, and they're gonna put more slots on them. That way it's easier to dye them for more complex outfits. So this color really fits well with him. I would keep the black, but yeah, you can still dye the black one. There we go. So there's the fourth dyes preset. And if we do a little bit like this, a little bit motion. Ah, that's nice. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play around with this. Darker colors definitely fit this outfit because it's it's like metallic and it's machine-like. To see the wires in there, it would make sense, and we'll see it's like robotic, right? This looks like Iron Man almost, but samurai style, so that would make more sense. And then it would be funny if you dye one part of it yellow just to see if it matches Iron Man. Okay, so we're gonna, I mean, I could change it if I wanted to put, let's see, my colors on it. No, I would have to choose a darker color because I don't like it too bright. It wouldn't make sense if it was too bright. So it wouldn't make sense. See, it will look much better like that. Add that easier. See, it looks much better, much better. You don't want to overcrowd the outfit because realistically speaking, it has better foundation with the bright metallic, machine-like ambience on it, rather than you having to overly shine it, which wouldn't be fair. So look at that, it looks better with that color. It is colors 9, 71, and 60. So they make much sense. Much sense. So I guess since we did red, we're gonna do blue. Does this go well with blue? Alright, we're gonna choose a color a little darker. Okay, so we can try that one. We're gonna try that one and see how that one goes. So basically any color of the color you guys may like or choose or have a preference to a darker hue would go very well. Just slightly more darker than the actual shade that you currently have. You don't want to overcrowd some outfits. I know people love their colors, I get it, it's your favorite, but you gotta be realistic if you want something to look good. So it's always important, I guess, to have colors darker shades. Okay, so see that green, it's in the way, so we're gonna have to change that. Okay, so that's not. Okay. So I wanted to dye this blue. Not letting me. So we're gonna see it. Okay, so now it's choosing. No, we're gonna. Do this again. We're gonna do purple too if you want. So see, it has to be something darker for it to match. See if it goes here, goes here, goes here. So if you change it up, it'll look more full. How to color properly on dyes, on outfits with properly shade colors. It's like I'm giving you guys a colorful lesson. Let's see, this one. Okay, see? I know there's some people purple that like purple. This is more like a violet, almost shaded violet color, and then there's also people that like really close to pink purple or magenta or whatever it is. So that would also fit as well. So this outfit was pretty fun to play around with. I'm not sure if we can do like an opposite, maybe black and white. Yeah, it's nicely. Oh, there was a red. Well, this can still stay there because this has like highlighted markings on here, so it kind of could fit. But I like when it's monochromatic and it matches, or at least what we call in the art world contemporary. So like there's dark areas, all dark areas, and then some highlighted neon colors, which complement the outfit overall. Because like I said again, it's like a machine. There's shine being bounced off. If we put it in Kohen, we can see that, you know, it's a little brighter, makes the outfit a little brighter rather than into the lighting. So this will look good, even though, you know, this will all still kind of go well in battles and content that require you to like be in a setting of darkness, or at least to luminescence of lighting. So yeah, since this is a new outfit, the value of this outfit is definitely going to be higher. And I'm sorry to say this, but like if Mexon is providing that outfit and it's brand new, don't get upset, because that's literally a new set. That is not a recycle set. So it's a new start of the year, so people shouldn't be getting upset that highly. I mean, you like it, I get it. You want to have it, you want to take it, you want to make sure it's yours. Like, it's awesome. It's a super nice set. I can't blame you for that. Okay, so see, all black, all black, all black. Let's say it looks nicer like that. Very much, yeah. We're gonna go to the next one. Also can be used. I'm not a fan of the white, but I can dye all white. I mean, not white, black. Maybe not a fan of the hoodie, but I'm gonna look like a black belt. They should make a leather version of males. It would be so interesting. But katanas in the Korean world do exist, and they're just much thicker. That's why he has a blade that's thicker than the Japanese version. So either or, this still is completely doable. Ooh, look, even all black. Look minimalistically, at least. It's a very simple outfit, recycle outfit, but put him in the right setting and he fits correctly, or you can just play around with it. So there's not much I can say about this outfit other than my nose being runny. It's just plain, even though I have sniffies. My eyes are not clouded with judgment. This outfit is correctly modeled because this is supposed to give him air around here. It's supposed to look realistic as possible. I know that some people don't want me saying that, but if you do your research, just for like take a step back, if you do your research instead of assuming and not being educated enough, you will know that these outfits do exist in the reality aspect of other Western worlds. And you'll see that they do make sense. Like, Nexon isn't just providing these outfits just because they're making scenarios up. No, every concept comes from a real life perspective. So they try to implement what they research into a video game so that it does fit that reality of that world. So it's important to take notes of what you see on the video game. Like, you can't just tell me people are gonna make up all types of outfits and not go with realistic. Like, I had to learn the hard way when it comes to character 3D modeling. The first thing my professor tells me, you're gonna learn through reference, you're gonna learn through this, you're gonna learn through that. You can't just make something up and then not apply its principles. And I'm like, God damn it. But that's how it is. So we're gonna next one. I am never a fan of this one. I think it's because its style is meant to be almost loud, kind of obnoxious. Well, it's related to demons. Or demons, or righteous beaches. Oh my god. Righteous beasts. So it's a disguise that scares off. It scares off in the Japanese lore and the Korean lore. It scares off negative entities. That's why they sometimes in cultures they make this design to purposely resemble a spirit of their culture that resembles exactly what it says, righteous spirit or righteous beast. So that mask is supposed to be intimidating, which is the point. Maybe this will look good if I dye it all black. Yeah, everything guys. Oh shit, that looks so cool. Huh. That was terrifying. What if I make this a little bit my color? Maybe I will be less scared of it. Well, not scared of it. I won't be, no. I won't be, too judgmental on it. Maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't, maybe. Yeah, claws, so you're gonna dye this too. I guess to some degree this looks nice. Let's see. Maybe got off the mask. Nope. Maybe we do a little bit darker color, and maybe that's why it doesn't fit as much. I mean, it's okay. I'm not a fan of it. Mostly because it's probably a little large, or it's just simply not something I prefer for something more minimalistic. But this would definitely fit for somebody that's really connected to that culture. Very symbolic, very symbolic outfit. Very nicely designed. It's yeah, it's a little bit, I guess, overly crowded, but yeah. To get back to the original, this is without it. Same thing, without it, without the glow. I think I prefer the without the glow. But yeah, this would be more preferred, because if you have the glowing one has, or like, it has the red that's appearing on the red. It's a little bit annoying because then it interferes with when you're trying to dye it properly, or you're trying to make sense of it. So it's, you know, it depends on the person. If they really already like it with the red glow, then they keep with the red glow. If you keep it with if I'm trying to play around with this in a specific way, I would definitely try to just get the plain one. Just because, see how there's a lot going on in this part? So you would have to take your time trying to dye certain pieces so it doesn't feel overcrowded. Like if you don't like too much of the dots all over the place, you can just completely dye to match its outfit anyways, and then it will just look like a, you know, more simplified outfit. Okay, so that's it for the gacha for the males. If you like what you've seen, then thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time.